The Wishing Well, Chapter 11, Family Ties.
Bobby could find only one item on Aunt Anna's list, tomato soup. He took it to the counter. The keeper appeared him from behind his thick glasses. Bobby tried to smile, but being a shy boy, he felt very uncomfortable. Jane was the most outgoing everyone. She smiled and talked to everyone. Bobby noticed the color of balloons tied up on the teddy bears on the counters. "How much for the balloon?" he asked. Lamb loved to play with the balloons, so Bobby wanted to get some. 25 cents, replied Mr. Kiefer. "I will take 2, Bobby said as he counted out the money. "Aren't you a little old for that?" our mother said from behind. "Not for me," giggled Bobby. "For Lamp." Our mother gave Bobby a strange look. "Who?" she asked. "For the babe," Bobby began before he realized that there are no lamp. Nothing. "Maybe I won't take them," he said quickly. For some reason, Bobby suddenly felt like crying. "Do you want any candies?" Mr. Kiefer had out a jar full of colorful sweets. Bobby carefully took out one. "Go on," Mr. Kiefer said. "Take more." Usually, Bobby had to share everything with his brother and sister. Since he was alone now, he could have more. Happily, Bobby grabbed a handful of candies. Our mother was upset that Bobby had not helped more with the shopping. Still, she made his favorite sandwich before leaving to meet her friends. Even though Bobby loved peanut butter and pickle sandwich, it was no fun to eat his snack alone. The silence around him was making him sad, so he went out. He picked up a soccer ball, but there was nobody to play with. He got inspired, but it's no fun running by himself. He looked up at the bright, sunny sky. How long before sunset? He wondered. Days seemed to be unusually long. Bobby thought very hard of all the bad things his brother and sister did to him. He tried to act as he didn't miss his siblings. "Cy always teased me," he said aloud. "Jean's always screamed. Banther out like she's the boss. Lambs cries all the time." But in the truth, he missed them terribly. Then a horrible thought entered his head. Why, we never saw Cy or Banther or Jane or Lamb. Bobby's heart began to thump loudly. "What if Huey is gone and my wish will never be undone?" he said. Too scared to say anything more, Bobby ran as fast as he could through the woods. He reached Huey well and tried to pull the bucket up. "Huey, Huey, I've changed my mind," Bobby cried, pulling with all his might. For some reason, the bucket would not move. "No, no," screamed Bobby, but the rope remained stiff and the bucket stuck firmly to the bottom of the well. Bobby fell to the ground, crying, afraid and very much alone. Exhausted and tired, he closed his eyes. When Bobby woke up his eyes, it took a moment for him to remember where he was. He must fall asleep next to Huey well. "Bobby," from a little voice called from the distance. Bobby heard skip a bit. He knew that voice. From a tree, Banther and Jane coming toward them. Bobby could not hold back his tears. "I'm sorry," he cried as he hugged his brother and sister. They looked at him strangely but did not say anything. As the sun began to disappear behind the hill, Bobby was so glad to see his family again that he could have burst with happiness.